The college has a Zoom business account. To create a Zoom meeting, you need to have a browser open. I'm using Google as my search engine. Go to the address bar here at the top, and you're going to type montgomerycollege.zoom.us. When you get to the college's Zoom page, select Sign In, and you should be redirected to the MyMC homepage. Type in your username and your password. From here, you'll be redirected to your account in Zoom. You want to check two things on this page. Scroll down to user type and make sure it says license. And then beneath that, where it says capacity, it should say 300. This is your confirmation that you're in the college's business account. You don't need to change anything else on this page. To schedule a meeting, select Schedule a Meeting on the top right-hand side. For topic, you can call the meeting anything you'd like. I'm actually going to demonstrate how you schedule a recurring meeting for your classes while we're doing structured remote teaching. I'm going to call this English 101. I like underscores. I'm going to put an underscore. Summer Session 2 underscore Johnson. I don't usually put a description. It's just my preference. My class will start meeting on July 14th. So I'm going to scroll down and select Recurring Meeting. And because this is going to be weekly meetings, I'm going to select where it says Recurrence, Weekly. You see that changes. Now, you want to make sure when you've selected Recurring that your date is correct. So my class actually is going to start Summer Session 2 on the 14th of July. And it meets at 6 p.m. So here you've got your time preferences. I'm going to select 6 and make sure you change it to a.m. or p.m. depending on when your class meets. My class meets for 2 hours, and I always select an extra half an hour. So I'm going to say that it will be for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I want you to notice that your options for the minutes are 0, 15, 30, 45. You really don't need to use anything other than that. I've actually scheduled meetings before where the class will meet for only 2 hours and I don't actually say the 30 minutes, and I've yet to be kicked out of the meeting. But just as a fail-safe, select an extra 15 minutes or 30 minutes past your class meet time. Once you've got the when, the duration, that it's weekly, you let it know that you want it to repeat every week for the length of the semester or the session. So my class meets on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and I want this to end the last day of the semester, which is August 20th. Okay. You don't need to worry about after how many occurrences because you've told it to end by the 20th. Registration is not required, but you are required by the college to give people who attend the meeting a password. So go ahead and require the password, and this is there for you. I generally have the host and participants video off when they enter the meeting. I keep audio both, telephone and computer. You may have 1 or 2, maybe 3 students who for some reason don't have access to a computer, and they'll join with their phones. Or you may have a student whose computer is not working that day, or an attendee if it's not a student class meeting who can only attend by telephone. So make sure you leave those options there. When you scroll down, I believe the college has asked us to enable the waiting room so that the students are waiting to join the session. It's not complicated, so don't worry about that part. And then come down and you can save the meeting. Before I save it, I'm just going to scroll back up and check all my settings. So English 101, Summer Session 2, Johnson. The class will begin on the 14th at 6 p.m. It will be a 2-hour session. I've extended it 30 minutes just as a fail-safe. It is recurring, and it's going to meet every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which is wrong. That's why I always double check. It's going to recur weekly. I want this to repeat every week, and I want it to occur on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm going to deselect Saturday, and you'll notice that the Saturday is now gone. That's why it always pays to double check. The end date should be the last day of class, which is the 20th. A meeting password is required. Video for the host and participants is off. The audio for both the telephone and the computer is selected. I am going to enable the waiting room, and then I'm going to go ahead and save my meeting. From there, what I will get is that these meetings have been set July 14th, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday until August 20th. That will be 18 occurrences. There's going to be a meeting password, which I can see from here. I'm going to hide right now. Here's the invitation link. The host and participant video will be off when they enter the meeting. They can turn it on themselves. The telephone and computer audio, will be available, and the waiting room is enabled. If I need to edit this meeting, I can edit it from here. So this looks pretty good, and I'm happy with it.